Hi, it's Steph. Thanks for clicking. This is my first update for Throwback 30. Jessica Lee created this fantastic ladies project. I think this is the 7th year it's running. It started on July 28th, and if you want to join, it's not too late. This project is, of course, a combination of 30 other fantastic ladies projects that were voted into this one. I do not have any of them rolling out today, but I do have progress on 18 of them that I can share with you. The first project I'm going to talk about is Four Seasons. This is a project in which you choose different items at the start of each season to work on. And I randomized one of those seasons and I got Spring. This is the La Roche-Posay Broad Spectrum Tinted Mineral Sunscreen in SPF 50. Sort of. It's expired, so the SPF doesn't actually work. But I did use this as a base once. I am now there. I have a ways to go yet, but I did like it. It did feel nice. I would consider buying a product like this, but I don't think I'd use it all that often. I'm not going to a whole lot of outdoor events where I would wear makeup. Usually if I'm outside, I'm not wearing makeup and would just wear regular sunscreen on my face. But I have this sample and I intend to finish it. Next is 50 Shades of Black, which of course is this year's 50 Shades, which I am participating in, so I brought in something black. This is the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. I've used it 3 times over the last month, including today. My goal is to finish this little sample. And I really like this, but not today, apparently, because it did, in fact, transfer on me. It did not stay where I put it, even though I just put this makeup on about an hour ago, so it hasn't been all that long. So that's disappointing. I put it over a cream eyeshadow, and evidently it doesn't like that, and now I know. But 3 uses down, and I don't know how many more until this is gone. Then there's 50 Shades of Brown for brown things, and I picked a concealer. This is the Natasha Denona concealer in the shade N2. My goal is to finish this. I had been using this for quite a while before I put it in this project. That's where I thought it was at the start. I can't really tell. There's no stopper in here. I can't really look down into it, and it clings to the sides, but I do have some windowing in there. So I think I'm pretty close in terms of my estimate for where that level really is. We'll see how long it takes me to finish it. I do think I can finish it in less than a year, but who knows how many months it'll take. 50 Shades of Green is for, you guessed it, green things. This is my Nature Lab Perfect Repair shampoo. It is green. My goal is to finish what is in this bottle. I am not marking this bottle because it is refillable and I have refill for it. It was all the way up to the label when I brought it in, and now it's down here, so I am making progress. Of course, that progress is going to appear to slow because it is getting wider. So we'll see how long this takes me. It'll be quite a while, and you're going to see it many more times, I'm sure. It is an okay shampoo. It's not an amazing shampoo. It's fine, and I don't mind using it. 50 Shades of Pink is the original, and yes, for something pink. This is my Coastal Scents Stylized Duo. It was a duo. There's only one shade left in here, and I have a goal of finishing it. It's that very pale pink matte right there. I've used it 3 times over the last month. I do have side pan over there, if you see that. So you're going to see it several more times, I'm sure. This is close enough to my skin tone that I can use it to blend other things out, and that's mostly how I've been using it since it is effectively a single now. I'm skipping all the way down to Another Pan Bites the Dust, which of course is the project themed around Queen, and the song that I randomized is Bohemian Rhapsody, and unsurprisingly, that is a product that takes a long time to finish. I'm sure we've all heard the story about how this song came to be played on the radio. Queen had been told no, it cannot go on the radio because it is too long. There was a rule in effect that songs could not be more than, I think it's 3 minutes in order for them to be played, and that song is over 7 minutes long. But they bribed a radio station to play it over and over and over again, and the police had to break in and make him stop. But anyway, the thing that's taking me a really long time to finish is this NYX Glitter Primer. This is largely air. There's a large air bubble in there. I don't know how much air it is, but I might be able to finish this in a year. I might not. I've used it 10 times over the last month, and we'll see if I manage to finish it. I don't know. Next is Beauty and the Beast, which is another project that I am doing this year. I picked the prompt Belle, and Belle is something different in your collection. This is the Nailtopia Orange Nail Treatment. This is the only nail treatment that I own. My goal is to finish it. I have used it 3 times over the last month. There it is now. It'll be a little while yet. This is thicker than it used to be, so it's applying a thicker layer every time I use it than it once did. It'll probably be maybe 3 months, I would think, if I can use it consistently. I used to use this all the time, and then I kind of dropped off of using it, so I want to get back into that habit. Next is Budget Beauty, and that is for panning things that are inexpensive, however you think of inexpensive. The item that I picked is this Cetaphil Moisturizing Cream sample. My goal is to finish it. That's where I'm at right now. I have used it a total of 17 times. I'm using this as a hand cream at night is how I'm working on this. So this lives on my bedside table. It is very hydrating. It is very effective. I don't know if I'd buy it though because I prefer scented products and this does not have a scent to it. But if I, for some reason, had really dry skin and couldn't tolerate something with fragrance, then this would be a decent option. And I think this could probably be done by next month. Next is Child of the 80s, and I randomized the prompt Mullet, which is a favorite hair product. I do really like this Way Detox shampoo. I think this is the third sample of it that I've used. I've used it once over the last month, so there it is now. This is not a type of shampoo that I use regularly. I use it whenever I feel like there's buildup in my hair and I need to get it really clean. So I'm not in a hurry. It's going to be a few months, and I'm sure it'll be done by the end of the project at some point. Disney Princess Roulette had all the Disney princesses, and there were 2 colors associated with each of them. I randomized a princess and I got Ariel. Her colors are teal and purple. I decided to go with purple just because I have more of it. This is my Lilo and Stitch Ohana palette, and this is the shade Nani, which is a very nice purple, honestly. I was actually really impressed by how well that shadow performs given the price point of this palette, but that one's really nice. My goal is to use it 15 times. I've used it once so far. I'm not worried. I'll get the other 14 uses over the course of the project, and I'll just use it as I feel like it for now. Happy Hour is themed around adult beverages, and I got the prompt Happy Hour, which is an item that you got on sale. This is my Tree Hut Moisturizing Shave Oil in the scent Ocean Glow. That black marks where it was, and that's where it is now. I am trying to finish this. I'm in no rush. This is the only shaving product that I own, so I'm just using it as I would naturally use it. I'm sure it'll take me less than a year. And I do like this. I like the scent. I love the product. I'm sure I would repurchase another one of these, probably in a different scent just to switch it up, though this one is nice. Lip services for panning any type of lip product, and I picked a lip crayon. This is the Peripura Perry's Tint in the shade Fruity Orange, and that's all there is. This is rolled all the way up. I've used it 3 times in the last month. I'm sure I'll finish it. I'm not focusing on it quite yet. I have lip products in a project that is ending soon, and I'm trying to focus more there, but I'm sure it'll be done in a couple of months. I do think this is more of a spring color, but I can still wear it in the summer. Same Pan last year is themed around holidays, and I randomized Latin Heritage Month, which of course is a product from a Hispanic-owned brand. This is the Nuco Super Thick Conditioner. I do have the matching shampoo and I'm using it with this, but for the purpose of the project, my goal is just to finish the conditioner. I've used it 3 times and that's where it is now. I don't know if I'll finish it or not. We'll find out. It is a really thick formula. It is really nice. You do need a lot of pumps for this. It doesn't pump a whole lot each time, so I need like 3 or 4 in order to get enough to use on my hair. That's okay, I guess, but this is still in the project. That 70s pan is themed around the 70s, and I randomized the prompt The Jeffersons. That was a TV show about a black family, and so that's why it's a black-owned makeup brand. This is the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb Heat in the shade Lemon Lava. My goal is to use it 30 times, and so far I've used it 3 times. So I have 27 to go. It doesn't really look yellow on your lips, it just looks really shiny. There's some very fine shimmer in there as well, and you can't feel it. I do really like this lip gloss, and I'm sure getting the rest of the uses isn't going to be a problem. That's Expensive is for panning expensive items, and I picked my Lancome Tinty Doll Ultra Wear Foundation, which is expensive. That mark is actually from the intro, but I've only used it twice since then. I'm using this to mix with a foundation that is too dark for me, so that's how I've used it the 2 times. It's not a lot. This is a great match for me in the winter, so I am sure that I will finish it, but I'm probably not going to make real progress for a few months yet. That's So 2000s is for the knots, and I picked the prompt Bratz dolls. Bratz dolls are something that exaggerates your features. The Bratz dolls do not, frankly, look human. If I saw a person who looked like a Bratz doll, I would be very scared. They have very large eyes, ridiculously long legs, and they just don't look human. But I brought in a product that exaggerates my lashes. This is the Lancome Base de Mascara. It is a mascara primer. I've only used it twice, but I did start using it. That's what it looks like. It does work, but that is partially because it forces me to apply more mascara than I usually would. Since this goes on white, I then feel like I need to use more mascara to cover the white, and then I end up with fuller lashes. I don't really feel like I need this product personally, but it does work for people who are interested in this kind of thing. It isn't the project until it's done, and I don't know how long it's going to take. Turn and Burn is a project specifically for samples or things that you can get through really quickly. I picked this Olaplex No. 8 Bond Intense Moisture Mask with a goal to finish it. I'm not there yet. I've used it 3 times. That's where it's at now. I'm sure this will be done for next time. It does work. It is nice. Is it worth Olaplex prices? I don't know about that. I think you can find cheaper masks that are just about as good. So I don't think I'm planning on purchasing this, but I will finish off the sample. And last is Zodiac Panner, and for this, each of the zodiac signs have one or more colors associated with them. I decided to go with my rising sign, which is Gemini. Gemini is yellow, so we're back in my Lilo & Stitch Ohana palette, and this is the shade Paradise. My goal is to use that 15 times, and so far I've used it twice. Not impressive, but I still have time. I do wear that color a lot in the fall, actually, so it's coming into season in a little bit. So there's my update. No rollouts, but next time for sure I will have this hair mask done. I actually think there's another product I could probably have finished that was not in this update because I didn't use it. I'm going to be using it sooner than I expected. But I'm thinking 2 rollouts for next time. Wish me luck, good luck with your projects, and I will see you next month. Bye.